those who would perpetuate war. This is my programming, and soon I will be unstoppable.
Hey guys, it's Ultron here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Hasbro MarvelLegends UrsaMajor Build-A-Figure wave, Ultron. Now, this wave literally just hit my area today, the day I am filming this. I'm putting this video up the day after I get this figure. It is Tuesday, August 10th, as of the time I'm recording this. This wave is officially out, people. You need to get your butt to the store and really pick up this guy and whoever else you want from this wave. Gotta say, though, looking at this giant werebear arm he comes with, I don't know nothing about UrsaMajor other than he's a werebear. And is also part of the kind of Russian Avengers with Titanium Man, Crimson Dynamo, Dark Star, who's also in this wave, and Red Guardian. There's one more whose name I cannot remember to save the life of me. This is pretty cool. It's got the swivel at the bicep, the hinge at the elbow with the rotation on top of that. And this is a floaty cap piece, so there's that. And then he also has the hinge and swivel wrist, and this is also on a hinge, of course. This looks like a very impressive Build-A-Figure and probably the best BAF of the year. Unless they do Man-Spider, Venom the Madness or something. Other than that, Ultron comes with a pair of grip hands. He doesn't come with anything to hold, much like the Dormammu from the Zemnu Build-A-Figure wave, but he comes with grip hands anyways. I guess if you wanted to, you could put like Thor's hammer in his hand, because he has stolen that before, and Cap's shield and whatnot. But then he comes with the iconic Ultron pose hand, or as I like to call it, the turn your head and cough hand. But this is the I'm evil and I know it hand, as I like to call it. Dr. Doom also comes with one of those. And speaking of which, this guy is 100% new tooling. He does not reuse any Dr. Doom or Armored Taskmaster parts. As far as I can tell, it's 100% unique sculpt, and it is 100% pinless. So yeah, really cool there. But taking a close-up look at him, he also comes with the Jack Kirby crackle effect, which goes right into his mouth. You can pop that out pretty easily without any ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. And looking at Ultron, what a spiffy figure. I mean, look at the silver on this guy. I don't know if this is paint or molded, and it's just done really, really well with no marbleization anywhere. I apologize for the white balance, by the way. It's probably kind of dark, but this dude looks incredible. Really incredible. I love how he turned out. He's got the little spikes on his shoulders there. The shoulder pads are separate pieces, but you can move them however you want. So that's cool. The little ear thingies, those are soft plastic, so they won't break if he takes a shelf dive. The only thing I'm not sure about is this ankle here. Is this the way it's supposed to be, or is it the other way? I almost think I have it backwards, but I can't really tell because the cut is off. Kind of works that way, though. Very strange. It's almost as if you might even have two of the same part. I don't think so. It does not feel that way. No, it can't, because this one kind of goes out that way, and this one goes out that way a little bit. So I think this is the right way. If not, I'm sure somebody will let me know in the comments. But it does kind of just flatten out right at the bottom of the leg there. So I think that's the right way, but don't quote me on that. It looks okay to me. Looks a little better this way than it does this way. I don't really care for these lower leg joints either. That's not my jam. I would have rather they just put the cut a little further down and give him a ball hinge ankle. Even if it looked like he had shin guards, it would have been a little better, I think. But minor complaint. Minor complaint. This dude is dang near perfect. So articulation on him. His head will rotate. You get a little tiny bit of tilt out of that, not a lot. It does look up and down pretty well. It does not appear to have a neck joint, but it could be there. But you can look straight up. You can't look down too much because his mouth is always open. His shoulders go out to the side, not that far. He's a little stiff because I literally just got him. You can rotate him around, and then, yeah, the shoulder pads move with the arm. And when you put the arm out, you can reposition him however you want. He's got a bicep swivel, which is kind of sticky. I'm not going to lie, that's a little sticky on both sides, but not much you can do about that. He's got a double jointed elbow. Go up about that far. He's got a swivel at the wrist with a hinge, and you can easily pull that out and give him his Ultron pose hand, which is more than likely how I'm going to display mine. Goes in there real easy. All the hands have the up and down, not up and down, but in and out hinge. I always call it up and down, I don't know why. There you go. Torso is a little iffy. It's got a bit of a wiggle to it, but you can tilt it back and forward and side to side and rotate it, but it does not rotate in the base joint. So you can kind of adjust it to tighten it up a bit. You can put it here and then kind of shift it around a bit. Kind of find the sweet spot so it doesn't bobble as much, which for me is like right about here. There we go. He's a little wobbly there, but not too bad, especially now that I've gone and done that. It's pretty solid in that part, so not too shabby. He does have a waist swivel. He does have T-jointed hips that kick out to the side. Not very far, but not too bad. They do kick forward, but they go out a little bit, go back. He's got a thigh cut. I will say, this guy's joints were a little gummy on a package, but it is like freaking 90 degrees where I'm at right now. So that's probably contributing to it a little bit. Knees are super solid on both sides. I love that. He's got the whatever lower leg swivel. I could really care less about that. I don't like those. And then he's got a hinge of the foot with a rocker. And turbines on the bottom of his feet. A detail they did not have to put in there, but did anyway. So kudos to you, Hasbro. Look at you guys. Going that little extra mile. So, yeah, if anyone deserved a new body mold, I think it was this guy, because Ultron's kind of gotten the shaft as far as Marvel Legends go. They've always been kind of subpar at best. Although that bunny one Toy Biz did was pretty wild. It's still not my mind's eye view of Ultron. I have that figure somewhere, but all my other Ultrons are pretty much in storage. I do have one for comparison. But with that being said, and just a side note, when are we going to get a classic comic Mandarin? I know there's like 2 Toy Biz versions, but I would like Hasbro to take a stab at that character before I just say screw it and buy the Toy Biz one right before they announce that. My luck. Well, with that being said, let's take a look at some comparisons. First up, here's our new Marvel Legends Ultron next to what was the Ultron placeholder on my Avengers / everything but Spider-Man and X-Men Marvel Legends shelf. This is the Marvel Select Ultron, and while I do really like this figure, I think I like the shade of silver and the size on the new Legends one a little bit more. That said, the old Select does have the ball hinge ankles that I do prefer and wish were on this new version. And even though the new Legends Ultron is going to be my new placeholder for Ultron on said Avengers / Marvel Legends shelf, this Marvel Select one's always going to have a place in my collection. I still really like this figure. Up next, here he is next to a couple other of my favorite Marvel Legends to come out this year. These are both from the Zemnu Build-A-Figure wave. We got the Red Skull and the Dread Dormammu. And is it just me, or does Ultron look a little bit taller than old Dormammu over there? I'm starting to like that figure less and less the more I bring him out for comparisons. Maybe I should stop doing that. But much like when Shriek dethroned Batman Beyond, I'm going to have to say it. Ultron's dethroning Dormammu from my top 10 action figures of the year list. That's right. I'm just as surprised as you may be. Lastly, here he is next to our two regulars. We got the Mythic Legions Brother Mandibulus and the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. So with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and I'm going to stand by this once again, this is my number one favorite Marvel Legends of 2021, thus far. And much like Shriek kind of dethroning Batman Beyond from my top 10 list, this guy is, even to my surprise somewhat, gonna dethrone the Dread Dormammu. As much as I love Dormammu, the size keeps getting to me, and the lack of contrast on that head sculpt is just... The head is probably the most important part of the figure, shy of a distinct or unique accessory. And on Dormammu, they kind of messed that up. Ultron doesn't have any of those issues. And if you remember, the size comparison is a little bit taller than Dormammu, as far as where the tips of their skulls go, not so much the tip of Dormammu's little flame hair. But with that being said, I think this guy comes with A, enough accessories, and B, is well articulated enough for anyone to be satisfied with this figure. If you are jonesing for an Ultron in your Marvel Legends display, the time has finally come. The end is near. This is your guy. Yeah, I do have a couple of minor complaints with the articulation. I don't really care for the lower leg swivel, and the torso joint could have been a little bit better. There's a little bit of flop to it, but those are really neither here nor there. That's not on all the figures, I'm sure, and I'm sure mine isn't the only one that has those issues. So you gotta take those with a grain of salt. I'm gonna say, if you see this guy, don't pass him up. Definitely pick him up and check him out. I think he's a super awesome figure. And once again, my favorite Marvel Legend of the year so far. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. Gotta show that algorithm who's boss, right? If you haven't already, hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this figure. If you like it, or like it. You have to want it, and you can't hate it. I won't allow that here. Just saying. But, as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. There are no strings on me.